Hello everybody, Simulation ALLI 007 here and welcome back to my channel, and today we are taking our first look at the Cardiff City Network DLC for Train Sim World 5. So with that being said, sit back, relax, grab a bag of popcorn and let's get straight into the video. Okay then, so here we are with the Cardiff City Network. So we have the 153 and the 150. And there's two versions of the 153. There's one with a bathroom and one without. And it's good they've added both, I think. But there are absolutely tons of stuff to do on this DLC. So what I'm going to be doing is spawning here and then just going around all the different places you can go. So just setting up the weather system and loading into the game. So I hope you're having a wonderful day or night, depending on when you're watching this video. I know it's a little bit different from what we normally do. I've gone way off the spectrum that I was meant to be doing. Not the spectrum, the plan I was meant to be doing. But that happened, so anyway. So first we spawn here. And it's actually quite detailed, which is nice to see. So here we have the 150 in the Transport for Wales livery, and it's nice that we've got the new Transport for Wales in-game, because that opens up the doors for more Transport for Wales routes and maybe the DVT. Never know. And that sounds a lot better. And it has better exhaust physics as well. But yeah, they've added more detail into it, which I like. Which should be happening. We've got a little ticket booth there. And that guy does not look like he's having a fun day. So we're going to spawn a class 153. There we go. We've got all these different variants here. So we're going to do empty, spawn, and there we are, little class 153. I will be doing a network rail livery for that as well. I know ScotRail has 153, but we're not going to attempt to do the 153 in ScotRail livery as it goes bad. I can't do a ScotRail livery, I've tried. It's one of the companies that I just can't do. I've tried it so many times, especially with the ScotRail HST. But yeah, never mind. Doors sound quite good. Let's have a look in the interior. This is the one that has the toilet. And yeah, it actually looks really nice. And I've actually been in a class 153 Transport for Wales from Crewe to Manchester Piccadilly. And yeah, it looks pretty much like it did in real life. So yeah, they've actually added a lot of detail. So thumbs up to that. So detailing in the cab, very good. Setting up the train now, the DMU. Lights on. Setting the route, and we're going to go up here first, and then we're going to go down into Cardiff Central, and then we're going to go up to the other place we can go. So we're going to go all of them. So that is why it's quite a long video, 54 minutes. So we're going to have a look at the map properly. Horn sounds quite good. And the sounds of the DMU actually sound quite good. So yeah, I'm actually quite impressed so far. As you can probably gather, I'm recording the audio after my initial recording, as that's how I done it. If you saw right at the start that I had done 4 yards, is because I did actually try this with the Transport for Wales 800 that I had made absolutely donkeys ago, but for some reason it derailed. I don't know why, but there's that. But if you haven't heard, Grand Central are getting Class 80X trains from Hitachi. I called it when Grand Central announced they're getting newer trains. I immediately then made some Grand Central train livery, and it looks pretty much exactly the same. So I called it, I think it was about 7 or 8 months ago when they initially announced it. So I called it, and I'm very happy about that. But yeah, I'm very impressed with this route so far. And spoiler alert, graphics don't go bad like they did on the milled May line. So we're already 1 point up. But this DLC is very glitchy. As in, if you just saw that then, it freezes. It freezes quite often. So that is a downside to this DLC. I don't know if anyone else has experienced this, what I experienced today, as you'll see throughout the video. It's a shame because it's such a good DLC, but it freezes quite often. You get the odd where it's trying to load in all the surroundings, but this does it a little bit too often. But aside from that, the detailing is really good. So yeah, I'm actually quite impressed. if we went the other way, that is how we get to Cardiff Central, where we're going to go up to our first stop, change ends, go down into Cardiff Central, then go up to the other place that we can go. So we're exploring all of it. Okay, so we're coming into the station that we're going to be changing ends. And this station here, I can't remember what it's called, but we'll have a look in a minute. Actually looks quite good. Quite detailed, which is nice. We're going to go all the way up. There we go. So we're going to shut down the cab. Off. Then we're going to do that. Have the headlights turn to tail lights. There we go. AWS off. And then the key out. And here's the other end, and as you can see, the cab is set up a little bit differently, which is a nice detail they've added, so it looks different. So we're going to set up the cab as per normal. Headlights. And this is where the game sort of glitches. So we're going to move forward out of the range of the name to then set the route marking. Okay, setting the route marking. Now we've got to go here before we go into Cardiff Central. For some reason it won't allow me to go along the other way if I set it. It's weird, I don't know. So here we go. There's the 150 entering the station. Okay then, we can now depart. And we can head into Cardiff Central. If you are enjoying this video so far, smash that like button, and if you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing, as it helps the channel grow and it lets me know that you guys and girls like this type of content, and I'll keep making more. So we've actually seen that part there in real life as we've gone into Cardiff Central. I have done a route visual from Bristol Temple Mead to Cardiff Central. And there is, I believe, there is a HST actually in. I can't remember. But yeah, there's loads of detail. And I actually quite like this DLC. I'm a fan of long DLCs. That's why I love the LNER DLC a lot. As I've done nearly 2,000 miles on that. Or over 2,000 miles. And that's my phone going off. I do apologise. This is where that bit gets copyrighted. Fantastic. But yeah, fantastic. I love this route already. Okay then, let's depart for our last destination. I've always said this, every time people say, oh, we go to Cardiff or we go Wales somewhere, I've always said, when I was in Cardiff, I've always said, it's cold. That's the only experience I've experienced. Cardiff is cold. We've got this is the train that I was actually doing the route visual on, the GWR class 166 from Bristol Temple Mead to Cardiff Central. That's the train I done it on, funny enough. Or was it? No, it wasn't. I do apologise. It was a class 800. No, it wasn't. I'll have to have a look. Hang on, I can't remember. I'm sure it was either 166 or either 166 or class 800. Route visuals, where are you? There. It was Newport to Cardiff, sorry. Newport to Cardiff Central. And it was class 800. Yeah, I've got a route visuals playlist if you want to go and check that out. which I will be adding more soon. So stay tuned for that. This is where I didn't get where the weather has changed, even though I had it on don't rain, basically just have it straight on cloudy, it still rains. So the game didn't want to listen to me, but that's the game, not actually the DLC. The reason why I stopped there is because I didn't press the council on the AWS, so it emergency braked. That's all. So here we are at the last stop. So we're just going to shut down the cab as you normally would. There we go. So, yes, very happy with that. So if you like what I'm doing, smash the like button. If you're new to the channel, punch the subscribe button. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.